Welcome. So, arriving on the yoga mat, arriving in your comfortable seat, whatever position that is. And as always, you can start with your eyes open, starting to scan the room. And when you're ready, bringing the lids to a close, opening up into that inner vision. We're going to take a little new moon meditation today. Step one, arriving. If you're just waking up, it's a chance to let anything that's stuck on overnight release, to let anything from earlier in the week fall behind you. And lastly, just coming into your breath and allowing your breath to just steep you into the current moment. It's a calibrating and a slowing down so that you can use all of your senses to be here in this moment. Not having to process the past, not having to plan the future. Allowing yourself to rest at the center of this moment, the center of these sensations. If you're hearing any sounds in your environment, feeling into the body, the heaviness, that weighted density of your physical body, any smells or tastes. You might even have a little feedback between the lungs and your rib cage, feedback of your hands on your body. Also, this proprioception of just the way your clothes hang on the body and touch up against your skin, that outer layer. And while you don't have to be rigid, allow your spine to be long as you sit upright and allowing your limbs to fall off to the sides so you are in a mostly relaxed position, but there's still this energy that's moving up the spine, muscles that are working. If your hands are resting in your lap, you can let one hand rest in the other, and then the thumbs touch. Tips of the thumbs touching, resting one hand in the other. We'll come to a short period of silence. Allow the back of your neck to stay long so that you can feel this lifting through the center line, a lifting through the roof of the mouth, crown of the head. And we'll just take about 2 minutes here. Coming back together, you can steep into the moment or extend the breath, taking a more expansive inhale, a longer exhale. Starting, starting to breathe in and out through the nose. And then we will bring our hands heart center. Invitation to clasp your hands so that the fingers are wrapping around each other, one palm facing up, one palm facing down, or just regular old Anjali Mudra, hands at the heart. And we're gonna call in an intention, but for this new moon, we're just gonna switch things up a little bit. I want you to imagine that you're standing at a large tree and that tree is a fruit bearing tree, but not all of the fruit is ripe. So imagining this possibility of all the intentions that lay out ahead of you, and rather than you picking one of them, just spreading those intentions over the tree so that each intention lands with one of these fruits. And as the sun rises and falls through a couple rounds, you'll start to see that the fruit is becoming more ripe. Still standing back, you just have that full view of this tree of intentions. And rather than you picking one of the fruits, just waiting to see, because there will be only one fruit that becomes ripe in this last round of the sun rising and falling. You can see where that one fruit is on the tree, its location, and then slowly plucking that fruit, bringing it into your hands, into your grasp, gently holding it and then connecting with that intention as if the intention has chosen you. Letting the energy of that intention just wash over your body. One more breath. Slowly releasing your hands into your lap. Chin is level. You can flutter the eyes open. If you have the playlist, we are going to go ahead and press play. So just grabbing your separate device if you have it. And 3, 2, 1, play. Put that off to the side. And you'll take your cushion away, or if you have one. We're going to put the feet generously out in front of us. And we're just going to start to windshield wiper the legs. So you can have your hands behind you like a kickstand, and you're just letting the knees fall one direction and then the other. So we're letting it be slow and easy. And we're just seeing how heavy can we let the legs become? How much can we let the femur, that upper leg bone, sink back into the hip? You can initiate the movement with your belly. And you can even notice how your body, right, is starting to maybe just rock side to side. And if you want to add on, it's fine to just stay as is. If you want to add on, you're sweeping your arm all the way up and around, coming more almost to like a modified half pigeon with your stag legs. Letting your breath guide you with the belly. Good. Doesn't need to look pretty. Just letting your body really be earthed. It's like you're coming in for the landing here. One more. We'll pause on one side, maybe even switching up the position of your legs so that you can get a little deeper stretch if you want it. And remembering we don't always have to go to that end range of motion to get the benefit of the shape, and just really allowing what feels good in the body to guide you, be the leader. Pleasure as the leader here. And we have our silent agreement here to move together. Sacred agreement, you get to listen to your body, taking any modifications or variations at any time. 2 more breaths here on this side. Just letting your torso fall over the leg. Slowly starting to prepare to shift to the other side, allowing your breath to stay your priority. And then just folding over that other leg, taking your time. Bowing all the way to the earth if it's comfortable. Let it be easy. Last breath. Lifting your torso back up, coming to the starting position, and we'll bring the feet together, Baddha Konasana, and just sit tall here. So we're coming back to length through the center of the body, anchoring your shoulders back. So rather than letting your spine round forward or having the shoulders come forward as you press, as you grab your feet, can you sit up against the feet and bring your shoulders towards the back body, really anchoring the upper spine, upper core. One more breath here. And then we're going to add on just a simple neck stretch. You don't have to take it too far. Let your right ear drop towards the right shoulder. Up and over, other side. Inhale to the center. Exhale, other side. If you want to add on tilting the chin towards the diagonal, down towards the earth or up towards the sky to get a little bit of a different side of the neck, feeling into what you need, where you feel it. Inhale up and over. Adding on that chin or not. Allowing the breath to continue to move into the belly. Inhale through the center. And then we're going to bring the feet out in front of us, and we're rolling down onto the spine, one vertebra at a time. Get that massage going on the back of the spine. Inhale, arms float up overhead. Exhale, knees towards the chest. Rock side to side. We're not going to stay here long, but we'll be coming back here later. You can squeeze the knees in and release it a couple times. Just getting that massage, the back body. Each breath a massage from the inside out. You can feel how your lungs inflate up against the inside of the rib cage. Those tissues just sliding against each other. There's a simplicity and ease with your breath. And when you're ready, starting to rock and roll, creating some movement and momentum with your energy, movement and momentum with the movement. And we're going to come back up to Baddha Konasana, sitting tall, knees come wide, feet together and sitting tall here. And then just one more time, rocking and rolling like a ball. Starting to move the energy. Let's come back up, Baddha Konasana. This is our third one, just sitting tall, third Baddha Konasana. Spread across the front of the chest here. You got it. Feel energy from the base of your spine all the way up the body, through the chakras, through the top of the head, as if you were wearing a crown or you had a spout or an antenna. Okay, we're going to swing the knees around, coming towards your tabletop. And we're going to bring movement into the shoulders. So rather than it being a cat-cow, let your arms stay straight and just make movements at the back of the shoulder blade underneath the wing of your shoulder. And now we're going to bring the hips back towards the feet. So you're sitting back. Let your arches of the feet come down. Hands behind you and get a foot stretch here. Doesn't have to be too far all the way, whatever works in your body. Coming forward this time, that same action, but you can add on the cat-cow, so you're like layering them on top of each other, dropping the belly, arms stay straight. Let your shoulders melt and come away from the spine. Exhale, cat pose, drop your head. Inhale, gaze lifts, let your heart melt through the shoulders, belly drops, neutral, and then draw the hips back again. Tops of the arches again come towards the earth. Getting that stretch. Starting to wake up the feet. One more round, coming forward, plant your hands, bring those fingers really wide, cow pose. Exhale, cat pose. And draw your belly button up and drop your head, relax the back of your neck. Inhale, cow pose again. Exhale, cat, draw your spine, rounding. Inhale, neutral, drop the feet. We're coming back one more time. Okay, coming forward, tabletop position, tuck your toes. We're going to come to downward dog. We're not going to stay there for long. Arms are super straight. You can keep your knees bent generously, especially if you have tight hamstrings or tight low back.
And the idea here is that we're keeping length in the spine as if you are just lifting your hips, your tail up towards the sky and letting the rest of those vertebrae just fall down like a string that's just hanging, and then your head is at the end. You can shake your head yes, shake your head no. And then bend your knees, bring your hands back towards your feet. Take your block with you if you need one. You can have your hands either on the block, or we'll take opposite elbows coming into a rag doll. So the knees can still be bent a lot, allowing the torso to just rest on top of the thighs. And either taking that swaying back and forth, bending one knee and then the other, or just hanging through the center, focusing on relaxing the back of your neck so you can take that shaking of the head yes, shaking of the head no. Let it be easy. Gravity is doing the work for you here. There's a relaxation at the muscles, base of the skull, those suboccipitals. And as you keep a bend in the knees, it's also giving permission for your low back muscles around the sacrum to release. Hands can fall to the earth. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, walk your hands back out, downward dog. This can be a pretty long downward dog, so taking up almost the whole mat. And then feet walk up towards the hands, Uttanasana, forward fold at the top of your mat. Halfway lift, inhale, long spine, turn on your legs. This time standing all the way up towards Tadasana, mountain pose, so knees can stay slightly bent and you're just starting to roll your front body towards your back body. Coming all the way up, arms float up overhead. And then through the heart, exhale, Tadasana, mountain pose. Inhale, arms reach up. We'll do that one more time. Exhale through the heart. The legs are strong. Feet come together or hip distance. Inhale. Exhale. 3 shoulder circles. Inhale up. Exhale around and down. Breath leads the way, so we're matching movement to breath, not breath to movement. Last one. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, dive it forward. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, step one foot back and then the other, downward dog. We're gonna bring the feet together, step the right foot forward, low lunge, bring the back knee down. If you need to pad the knee, that's okay, you can. And then arms will come up. Let's grab opposite elbows and just lengthen through the spine here. Usually we take a side bend, but we're just gonna stay upright and squeeze that left glute. So you're really getting that stretch across the front of the hip flexor. And rather than arching the spine and letting the ribs splay out, can you keep everything contained at the front body as you draw the elbows back? This time, arms reach up, grab the left wrist, and now you'll take the side bend. Inhale, back up to the center, squeeze that left glute. It's going to also help you to stabilize by pressing that left shin to the mat. Inhale back to the center. The last one, side bend. Inhale, reach both hands up. Hands to your heart, hands to the earth, pause. We're going to start to rock the hips forward and back. You can always use your blocks. If you have a hard time reaching the earth, that'll help you keep length in the spine. If you don't have blocks, you can always use a water bottle, some large books, get creative. So there's this sawing action, pelvis moving forward and back. Couple more. The last one, let your hips drop forward. We're going to tuck the back toes, coming towards that runner's lunge. And we're going to lift the torso high crescent. Back leg super straight here. We won't stay for long. Inhale, arms reach up. Take those opposite elbows again and pause. Inhale, arms reach up. This time, cradle your head in your hands and let the head fall back. So now it's okay to take a little bit of a back bend. Back leg super straight. Excuse me. Inhale, arms reach up, hands to your heart, hands to the earth, pause. It's okay to drop that back knee, and we're just going to straighten and bend the front leg. Getting a little bit more of a hamstring stretch on that right side. Using the blocks if you need them. Those blocks end up becoming an extension of the arms so that we don't have to sacrifice length in the spine to touch the earth. This time, we're going to strain the back leg to that runner's lunge shape again. And we'll take an easy twist. So left hand stays on the earth, right hand towards the sky, or your right hand can come to the hip if you have any shoulder sensitivity. Back leg super straight. Can you try to keep the back of your pelvis level and then let that twist happen from the center of your body closer towards your belly? And then letting your gaze just follow. A couple of wrist circles if that feels good. Other direction. Hands to the earth. We're going to come to downward dog. If you would like, you can move through a vinyasa or just meet in downward dog. So you can follow me through a vinyasa, high plank, lower your body to the earth. You can drop the knees. Baby cobra. Exhale, release everything down. Peel the body up on your way to downward dog. Find length in your legs. Drop your head. Strong pillars in the arms. Feet come together. Left leg forward. Low lunge. Anjaneyasana. Back knee can come down. Already here, find stability in your legs. Squeeze your right glute. Grab the opposite elbows and just pause here. Can you stay contained at the front body? Find that hip flexor stretch. Squeeze that right glute. On your next inhale, we're going to reach the arms up. Grab the right wrist and then side bend up and over. Inhale back to the center. Keep space between the shoulders and the ears. Inhale up. Last one. Exhale over. Pause there. Inhale, reach the hands up. Hands to your heart, hands to the earth. Pause. And then we're adding that sawing, that scissoring, letting your hips
Rock forward and back. About 3 more breaths, so plenty of time here. Not rushing to the next thing. Letting your body take up as much space as it needs. Okay, you'll let your hips fall forward. Tuck the back toes, straighten the back legs. So you're coming to that runner's lunge. And then torso will lift up, arms up overhead. Take the opposite elbows again. Pause here. Back leg super straight. Inhale, arms to the sky. Cradle your head. Let it fall back. Inhale, arms to the sky. Hands to your heart. Hands to the earth. Pause. You can drop the back knee or keep it up, and we're just straightening and bending that front leg. Rocking forward and back. You're getting a little bit more of that hamstring stretch on the left. Good. This time, come back to your runner's lunge. So if the knee was dropped, go ahead and lift it. Take your easy twist. Right hand stays at the earth. Back leg stays super straight. Right hand, sorry, I'm saying the wrong thing. Easy twist, left hand up. Good. So as you create that strength through the back leg, back heel, helps to create stability at the back of your pelvis so that you're not dropping your right hip. The twist happens at the center of your body. Adding on a couple wrist circles. Other direction. Hands to the earth. Move towards downward dog or follow me through a vinyasa. High plank. You can drop the knees as you lower your body all the way down. Baby cobra, Bhujangasana. Inhale. Exhale, lower. Peel your body up or take child's pose on your way to downward dog. No rush. Okay, we're going to bring the feet together. Right leg lifts, knee to nose, around your spine. Inhale up. Exhale, step it forward, warrior two. See if you can keep your breath coming in and out through the nose. Pretty wide stance here. Your front foot intersects the arch of your back foot. Inhale, both palms flip up. Exhale, flip them down. 2 more. Good. One arm forward, one arm back. Exhale. Hands are going to spin to the earth, so you're pivoting, facing forward. We're going to step the back foot up slightly. So it's a pyramid variation. The back heel can stay up. If you need more of a stretch, you can flex your right toes back. Getting that hamstring stretch on the right side.
If you want to go a little bit further, take both hands over to the right. Keep the outer right hip drawing back. We're going to turn towards the left, Prasarita, wide leg pose. Hands to the hips. Lengthen out your spine. It's a halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Yeah, you can take your legs as wide as feels comfortable for you. And we'll do 2 more, just lengthening out the spine. Hands can come to the hips. Inhale long. And then bring your torso up, and we're just pivoting towards the back of the mat. So we're coming to that pyramid variation facing back of the mat, other side. So left foot is in front. Yep. Finding your stretch, and if and when you're ready, taking both hands over to the left. Unwinding, turning your body towards the right, turning your feet towards the right, coming back to Prasarita, wide leg. You can move it around a little bit, bring your torso over to one side and then the other, whatever feels good. Find your breath. And then pivoting towards the top of the mat, we're going to move through vinyasa, or just come straight to straight to child's pose. Allow the weighted sense to draw you to the earth. And if you would like, take your hands to the low back and just hold one wrist. We'll let your elbows fall to the sides of the body. Switch which wrist you're holding. And just notice that shift in energy. Release the hands, reach them out in front of you. Plant your hands, tuck your toes, downward dog, Adho Mukha. One full breath here. Feet come together, left leg lifts, knee to nose, round forward with the spine. Inhale, reach it up, and then step forward, warrior 2 on the other side. Spin the back foot down, finding your wingspan, adding on your gaze, and then we'll let the palms flip up, and then moving with your breath, palms face down. That rotation at the forearm. Inhale, flip it up. Exhale, flip it down. Last one. Back leg super straight, exhale. Okay, arms come to the earth. We're taking that pyramid. So you can step the back foot up. The back heel stays up. Use your blocks if you need them. Finding that hamstring stretch on the left side. And then breath washing in and out through the nose, nasal passages. If you're ready, both hands over to the left. This time, take your hands over to the right. We're passing through that prasarita, but we're coming all the way over to the other side. So pivot to the back of the mat, hamstring stretch on the right side, and you can take your hands with you over to the right. We're going to do that one more time, taking our hands and our torso all the way back around to the front of the mat. So coming through your prasarita, both feet facing to the left. Continue to shift all the way around to the left. Hamstring stretch on the left side now. Okay, other side. So you're taking your torso all the way to the back of the mat. Spin your feet around. Hamstring stretch right leg. Yep. Allow your neck to be an extension of the spine. Feeling a connection between base of your spine, tailbone, top of the head, crown. Right outer hip pulls back. And now unwinding, coming back through your prasarita, facing top of the mat, coming to child's pose. This time, cup your heels with your hands and let the elbows drop towards the earth. One more breath. You can feel how your belly, front body is naturally constricted, constrained, and there's plenty of room for the lungs to move at the back body, back ribs. Slowly, as you inhale, you're sitting up, swinging the legs around for some seated stretching. We'll bring the legs wide, and we'll bring the left foot in. And you can sit tall here. If we'll allow space to stay between the foot and the pelvis. So we're not bringing the foot all the way in. We're allowing there to be space there. And if your low back is really tight, it's okay to let the straight leg stay bent. If it's comfortable to have it long, just go ahead with that. And we're going to draw this bent knee up and then down. It's like a half Baddha Konasana there. We're just creating that movement at the hip joint at the top of the femur. Inhale up. Exhale down. Last one. Pause here, and then we'll fold forward. So spine is long. Maybe you're just going halfway. Maybe you can fold all the way over the leg, whatever's available. And can you keep length in the neck as well? So neck becomes an extension of the spine, helping to connect your sacrum and your suboccipitals. Bowing over that leg, just like we did at the beginning of class. You can use your right elbow inside the right knee to coax the leg away from you, deepening the stretch.
Sorry, did I say the correct arm? I think maybe I said the wrong thing. You're on your left leg bent, correct? Okay, so it's your left elbow working. Inhale, sit tall. Baddha Konasana, both feet in. Taking that same position we did earlier, just sitting tall here. Extending through the other side, left leg long, right leg bent, and then just start to bring the knee up and down. Okay, perfect. And just take a couple to bring rotation in that femur. Perfect. Creating that movement at the top of the femur. And then inhale, sit tall. Exhale, fold it forward. Long spine. As if your heart is going to be reaching forward before your line of sight. So if your heart was going to reach your foot before your eyes, what would that feel like? And if you'd like, using that right elbow inside the right knee to coax the leg away from you. Either the long leg, your left leg, is either bent to give space for your low back, or it's all the way straight. Either way, we're really active through that leg. Inhale, sit tall. Baddha Konasana, both feet in. Sit tall again. And then this time, if you want to fold forward, go ahead. You can use the knees inside, elbows inside the knees, or you can take your hands like kickstands behind you. Sometimes that helps to coax the lower back forward rather than arching. One more full breath. Inhale, sit tall. Extend your legs long. Upavishta. Inhale up. Exhale, side bend over to the left. And we're just going to tick-tock up and over, one side to the other. Yes, what feels good for that stretch in the side body. And again, you can take your elbow inside the leg, reach towards the foot, and then just tick-tock up and over. Follow your rhythm, your breath. No need to keep up. Let's pause on this side, and we're going to open up that top arm, sweeping motion, so like you're twisting your sternum to face the sky. And we're going to sweep that arm in a circle and then open up again. Sweeping circle, large range of motion. You got it. All the way up. Let's do one more. And then this time we'll take that top arm just coming towards your side bend, up and over. You might feel like there's a little bit more space now. And maybe you can even grab the foot. And if you can't, perfectly fine. You're still doing enough. Inhale through the center, tee the arms, up and over. Take that top arm, create those sweeping circles, a large range of motion. Turn your sternum towards the sky. Exhale. Inhale, twist it open. Yep. Last one. This time coming back to your side bend. Maybe you've created a little bit more space there for your QL, for that side of the rib cage. If you can't reach the foot, I'll tell you what you're missing. It just feels like touching your hand on your foot. So don't overdo it to try to grab that foot. Keep that length in your spine, not sacrificing your side bend to try to get the foot. Inhale towards the center, tee the arms. We're going to draw the left foot in first, and you're going to bring that left foot all the way to the hip. So we're tucking it in pretty far here. We're going to take the right foot up and over outside the knee. So this foot plants like you're going to stand on it. Yep. And then we're just going to hug the knee in. So we're just sitting up into this here. You got it. Long spine. Anchor those shoulders, plugging them in. Yep. To create strength in the upper core. You can close your eyes here if you'd like. If you want to add on, go ahead and twist towards your right, hugging that knee in. Yes, and if you'd like to hook the elbow, go ahead. Your version. Energy through the top of your head. Lift your ears up towards the sky. A little bit less twist, a little bit more length. Slowly unwind. Keep that left foot where it is, but we're going to extend, right foot. Okay, I always mess it up. Right foot, I'm trying to mirror you. Left foot is going to lengthen out underneath. Yep, and now just sit tall here. What's that like? Good. Now, let your knee drop on top of the other knee, and we're folding this right foot towards the outer left hip. So it's like a half Gomukhasana, sitting tall, and if and when it's available, starting to fold forward. You can take the kickstand arms like we did in Baddha Konasana earlier to help coax more length in the low back. Inhale, sit tall. We're going to take that right foot, hold on to it. Inhale, moving towards a hamstring stretch. Doesn't have to straighten all the way. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straight. Moving towards straight. Exhale, bend. Last one. Okay, plant that foot to the earth. There's a little space here between the foot and the knee. You're going to take your left arm to the left arm behind you, and then you're lifting your hips all the way up. Wild thing. Inhale. Exhale, hips to the earth. You're getting that hip flexor stretch. Inhale, reach. Heart lifts. Exhale. Last one. All the way down, both legs long. Dandasana, staff pose.
And then folding forward. Inhale, sitting up. This time we're taking the other foot in first. So we're taking that right foot towards the sit bones, towards that left sit bone. And then the left leg comes up and over like you're going to stand on that foot. So the bottom of the foot planted on the earth. And then hug the knee in, sitting up tall, getting that hip stretch. Call to action in your spine, but can you let your shoulders drop down, dripping off the neck? If you want, you can add on the twist, either hugging the knee in or hooking the elbow. Easy breath. Slowly unwind. Okay, we're keeping this top leg bent. Extend your left leg, right leg long, the bottom leg long. And just feel that first. And now fold the top knee over the bottom knee. It's like a half Gomukhasana. So your left foot is coming outside the right hip. Yep. Just letting these legs really fold on top of each other. And then sitting tall. Yeah, I can really let your knee cross over the other knee. So the knees are stacking on top of each other, just right in the center. Yep. There you go. Just getting that outer hip. And then if it's available, you can fold forward. Inhale, sitting tall. We're going to grab onto that left foot. Inhale, extend towards straight. Exhale, bend. Inhale. Exhale. Plug in those shoulders again. Last one. Exhale, bend. Plant the foot on the earth this time. And it's going to be your right arm up and back. And then lift the hips. Flushing out the front of that left hip. Exhale, hands to the earth. Inhale up. Exhale. Last one. Wild thing. Exhale to the earth. Both legs long. Inhale up. Exhale, forward fold. Folding at the hips. Inhale, sit tall. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then we're laying our body down on the mat. We're just taking a couple more stretches here to finish up. Let's take our figure 4 on the right side. So right foot towards the sky. Fold it in front of that left knee. This might be enough for you here with your figure 4, the 4 shape. Or if you want to thread the needle, go ahead. Right hand reaches through that gap. Yeah. And then to accentuate the stretch at the hips, take your tailbone and reach it away from your head. So you're reaching your tailbone out in front of you. Flex your right foot, so right toes pulling back. And then maybe you're even taking your right elbow inside the knee to coax that leg away from you. And if you're just holding your regular figure four without threading the needle, that's enough too. If you want, you can rock side to side. If you took that threading of the needle, come back to the center, release your hands. We're coming into a twist, but to come into it, we're laying all the way onto the left side. You let your right foot plant onto the earth. So the knee is still coming towards the ceiling. Let your foot come to the earth and your knee stays up. So our legs are still in that four shape. And then now you can open up to the twist and your left hand will cross over to that right knee. So the knee still is in the same four shape up towards the sky to get the hip stretch. Yep. Depending how much you want to feel it in your hips, you might need to adjust your legs closer towards your chest before you take the twist. You can take your left hand across to the inside of that right knee and push it away. Yep, you're doing it, but you're pushing it away from you to create that deeper four shape like that threading of the needle. Roll back onto your left side to come out of it, and we take our spine in one cohesive piece, so everything comes back together onto your spine, center of the mat. Unwind that right leg, plant the foot, and left foot to the sky. Figure four, other side. Fold your left leg in front of that right knee. And then your version, staying here or thread the needle, it's your left arm through the gap. And then you can grab behind your either the right thigh in front of the right shin, or you can take another hamstring stretch. So try grabbing the other leg when you thread. Yep, there you go. Try that. And that way you're set up for the elbow to help even coax the knee away to deepen the stretch. So we're really working the left stretch in the left hip. There you go. Find your breath. If you like rocking side to side, you can do that. Now come back to the center, release the threading of the needle, roll onto your right side, let your left foot, okay, so keep your legs exactly in the same shape and let your foot just come to the earth. So roll onto your right side, left foot plants. Yep. And you can take your left hand inside the knee and you're pressing that knee up. Yeah, there you go. Now you have it. So depending on how much of a stretch you want in your hips, you might take your legs closer to your chest, or that might be enough where you are. And now you open up into the twist, so sternum towards the sky, and you take the right hand across so that now your right hand is pressing the knee away. Yeah, and you're opening up into the twist. Good. One more breath. To come out of it, roll back to your right side. So you're coming out of the twist, and then you take your body in one piece back to the center of the mat. Unwind the legs. Your choice. Feet can either come back towards that half bridge prep, and you can actually take a half bridge, or take your feet as wide as the mat and windshield wiper the legs one side and then the other. Back and forth. So it's that same quality that we used at the beginning of class. Let gravity take over the upper leg, your femur, biggest bone in the body, helping to ground. Inviting in quality of water to your belly, that basin. Relaxing the back of your neck. We'll just do two more. Slow it down. Like you're moving in slow motion. Coming back to the center, invitation to take a happy baby or Supta Baddha Konasana. So either feet together, knees wide, or happy baby, feet towards the sky, knees towards your armpits, and either wrapping around the backs of the thighs or grabbing outside the edges of the feet with your palms still facing each other. And if you're taking your Supta Baddha Konasana, feel free to take one hand heart, one hand belly, making contact with your palms, your body. If you're in your happy baby, you can rock side to side. And when you're ready, lay your body out in your resting pose, Shavasana. If you need support under the knees because your low back is sensitive, go ahead and grab those. And really engaging with your intention before you let it all go. Coming to a place of relaxation, integration, surrender. Nothing has to be perfect here. Just allow the earth, the ground, to cradle you and hold you like a hammock. And we will take about 2 minutes of silence right here.
Coming back to your mat, coming back to your breath, coming back to your intention, and also coming back to this idea of your intention choosing you. So there's this meeting here, a co-creating, cooperation. When you're ready, starting to bring movement into the body. Moving your way upright as it feels ready, as it feels right. You can even do a little fetal position and rolling onto the side. Let your head hang down. Eyes can stay closed if it's comfortable, or just a soft gaze. If you were using a support earlier, go ahead and grab that. Coming up towards your seat. And then we'll come back to hands resting in the lap with one hand resting in the other. Actually, palms face each other, and then the fingertips just grasp each other there. And rest your hands in the lap. Yeah, you can take your hands facing each other and then wind the fingers around each other, whatever feels good. This idea of a little shelf in the lap, a little extra care with the hands. Allowing whatever mudra you have with the hands moving up the limbs towards the heart. And we'll bring that mudra up in front of the chest, in front of the sternum. Last chance to set anything down, leave anything behind that doesn't serve you. And we'll take one breath to seal the practice. Exhale to prepare and clear. Inhale. And breathing out. Thank you. Thanks for coming, and I'll see you next time.